Hey everyone, it's Spurs Rail 96 here. Hope you're doing well out there. We're back on the streaming front. We're on Trade Sim World. Been a little while, a couple of weeks or so. But anyway, welcome to another Train Sim World live stream. For today's stream, we will be remaining with the Tees Valley Line theme, and we're going to be taking a look at one of the Loco add-ons that comes with this route that adds additional gameplay to this particular route. The locomotive add-on in question is the BR Class 31 diesel electric locomotive, or also known as, I think, the Gargoyle. Interesting nickname. So let's go into its journey mode and have some fun. We will start off with a freight service, I think. And I think we will do... yeah, we'll do this loaded cement train here, which goes from Eastgate to Tees Yard. We will be taking over the service at Darlington. So let's hop in and commence the freight service. Okay, 22 in our consist. Oh, hello. I'm missing something. Just check. There we go. Nope, I'm missing something. I don't know. That one. Save. Nope, that's not what I wanted. What's going on? Display mode. 4K, you fool. What's going on? For some reason it keeps going back to HD. Come on. Right, I think we've sorted it now. There we go. There's another issue now I've got. It's playing up tonight, isn't it? Come on, work, will you? Leave. Thank you. Goodness me. I need a new controller. God. It's seriously on its last legs. Alright, AWS. That was right in my left ear, that was. God, that was loud. Tail lights. Put the engine room light on. What the heck? Air brakes for goods. Should we switch on the vacuum brakes? I think we should, just to be safe. Is there a DSD switch somewhere? Or is it in the other cab? I do not know. What I do know is that this seat has a little handle where you can adjust the height, which is very important indeed. Brilliantly made model by Dovetail Games for once, and thankfully it has some wonderful sounds courtesy of Armstrong Powerhouse. Alright, we got 2 locomotives heading this service. A class 30, a pair of them, class 31s I should say. That is very loud, but a good horn. Full power. So those are the new cement wagons which come with the class 31. I think they're PCA cement wagons, I might be wrong there. We'll take a look at them once we've arrived at Tees Yard, which is our one and only destination we will be going to today. Well, with this particular service. And Tees Yard is 11 miles away. Speed limit will increase to 60 miles per hour. Northerner Transport Hub, hey, how are you? Nice to see you, hope you're well. Thank you, I appreciate it that you enjoy the content I make. That really pleases me. Thank you. It's nice to hear from well, my viewers and people who have subscribed to me that they enjoy what I do, so I thank you for that. So we have a class 31. I think it adds around 17 services, if I'm not mistaken. Now the interesting thing with this is that it adds passenger as well as cement services, trundling in and out of you know, Tees Yard, and you know, you can do it in either direction, from Darlington to Tees Yard or Tees Yard to Darlington. You get a couple of variations as well. You can do some trains either empty or loaded, or with either 1 or 2 class 31 locomotives. So there's a bit of variation when it comes to the freight side of things, so that's cool. But the passenger is really where it's at. The reason why is because for the passenger you have to haul a pair, or I think it's a single dead class 101, and as you you know, do the passenger duties with this class 31, which is most unusual really. It's not really suited for passenger traffic, more, you know, it's more of a freight locomotive than anything else. But on Tees Valley Line it's been pressed into passenger duty, and if you do a run from Darlington to Saltburn, or Saltburn to Darlington, what's cool is that at Saltburn you have to run around the class 101 in a set of sidings just before you commence the return leg, or the return journey from Saltburn to Darlington, so that's pretty cool as well. So it adds an extra element to the passenger experience. But yeah, let me just search up the class 31 and just confirm what the wagons are, and want to make sure they are the right pronunciation. What I said earlier, let me just check. They are indeed PCA cement wagons, and of course it comes with free tutorials, Jesus, free scenarios, as well as a journey mode. And what's even better, as time has gone on since this locomotive was launched in the very first Train Sim World. It's been introduced onto other route timetables of the distant past or even the present for some rail tour services, so you can run it on West Somerset Railway. You can do a stack load of freight services and duties on the two Just Trains routes, I should say. Blackpool branches of West Coast Main Line over Shap route. And you can also, I don't think you can do any services on Northern Transpennine, which is a bit of a shame. Maybe if this locomotive wasn't introduced when Northern Transpennine was around, which I think was Northern Transpennine was in 1983, or set in 1983. So I presume that this locomotive may have been put into service or into active use after 1983. I'm not sure actually. Let me just check that. We are speeding very badly. But it's fine. It's a stream. I'm cool with it. But yeah, the Class 31s, they were built by Brush Traction from 1957 actually to 1962, and 263 were made. It has a Merlis JVS 12T diesel engine, or it was rebuilt as an English Electric 12 SVT engine. And in terms of its performance figures, it has a power output of 1,250 brake horsepower, or if you had the English Electric engine, it produced 1,470 brake horsepower, and the maximum speed is between 80 and 90 miles per hour. And it obviously served for Network Rail, British Railways, English, Welsh, Scottish Railway, and even the FM Rail. And their nicknames were the Gargoyles, the Gurglers, the Toffee Apples, interestingly, and the Peds. And they were withdrawn from 1975 to 2017. Wow, they were in service a very long time indeed. And 36 were preserved, with the remainder unfortunately scrapped. Just passing Teesside Airport. Got just over 6 miles to go until Tees Yard. And then once we've done this journey, I think we will do a passenger service. As always, I have a cup of tea and a little packet of biscuits to get me through this difficult and perilous stream that's will be littered with challenges along the way. But if you're picking up Tees Valley for the first time, and you're not sure of which loco add-on you want to have to enhance and improve your Tees Valley experience, the 31 is definitely the one to go for. It's got two different types of duties you can do, be it the cement freight services and the passenger, whereas with the Class 20, even though I actually prefer the Class 20 to the Class 31, simply because of its oddballness and the sounds and the physics are very, very good compared to the 31. But what the Class 31 has in its advantage over the Class 20 is that it has significantly more services. I think, even though the Class 20 also comes with a new set of wagons, I think it's limestone wagons if I'm not mistaken, it only adds 4 services to the Tees Valley line, whereas with the Class 31 it adds 17, I think, services. It might be even more than that, I'm not sure. Down the speed. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And we've got just over 4 miles to go until Tees Yard. Now normally we would have to do the switches or the points manually at Tees Yard, but I've set it to automatic, so I won't have to worry about that when approaching the yard. Unless it is already automated to begin with. So yeah, there's Tees Yard, that's where we're going. Is it, yeah, it is indeed, yeah, manual, points. Whoa, I didn't see that coming. My bad. I didn't see that coming. One thing is not really annoying, but it just adds to the challenge, is the brakes on the Class 31. They're very unpredictable in terms of how slow they are to release and how slow they are at applying. You've got to time it just so. It's almost like you've got to plan ahead as to what the next speed limit is, like well over a mile in advance, which is a good thing. Why I have the distance indicator HUD icon on the screen. Starting to make me think, is it pointless even having it in vacuum brakes instead of air brakes? I don't know what would be more effective. Let's just try putting it in. Let's try putting it in air brake goods to see if that does anything. Might make it better, I don't know. Only one way to find out. But I really love the weathered look in this cab. You know, it gives you the element it's been used for many, many decades. And yeah, it is a real workhorse. And the fact that they were withdrawn up until 2017 shows you how good of these locomotives were for freight duties. But now they have a new purpose, which is heritage passenger services. Okay, we're turning off that set of tracks. know I shouldn't be using the locomotive brake, but it just helps. I don't want to derail. That's better. Interestingly, in the game, there is some cement facilities, but it's been blocked off for some reason by the invisible wall. I can't remember where it is. I think it's... is it just before? It's not there, is it? I think it's up here. Jeez, don't frighten me. Crikey. AWS. Yeah, so these are the cement works here that have been blocked off for all these years, and still you can't access it. Presumably the tracks were laid, but the assets for the cement works was, I presume, just never built or never finished. So Dovetail decided to block it off completely, and so instead the cement wagons just go in and out of T's yard, which is a bit of a shame, really. Well, I say that, like I said, it has been a fair old while since I've tried to gain access to that yard. I might try on the free camera in a second. I'm massively overspeeding. You can tell I'm very, very rusty with this 31. Benged, I'm going to say awareness, or awareness, is that how you say it? Evening, good evening, hope you're well, from Norway. That is the emoji flag, it is correct. I do know my geography-ish. But yes, good evening, hope you're well. Just doing a mixture of freight and passenger duties of the Class 31, giving it a good old run. Just put it back into vacuum, see what it's like. Stand still. I don't think this comes with a manual. It should do, as it was launched way back in the very first Train Sim world. So it stood the test of time, this locomotive add-on. Got to remember where the that's where the cement works is. Okay. I will open my packet of little biscuits in a second. As you can see, there's the steel coils ready for departure. Same goes for the coal wagons, it seems. Those are the limestone wagons that come with the Class 20 locomotive add-on, and these sets of wagons here are the cement wagons, which come with the Class 31. So it makes the yard feel a little bit more lively, you know. Bit of movement going on. Whereas without these two sets of wagons and loco add-ons, it really does make it feel a little bit on the quiet side for such a big yard. There we go. Mission accomplished. That took me just under 22.5 minutes. I do want to go back into the free roam. Wait for a service at 17:50 and 18 seconds. We won't be messing around with that. I want to go in the free cam. And I want to take a look at the cement works. Well, if you can gain access to it, that is. So we got to go to the bridge, Tees Newport Bridge, which you can see in the distance. This will take some time, so talk amongst yourselves. Fortunately, the free cam has lost its ability to travel at a pretty fast pace. Water there. Ooh. Yeah, but this route would be perfect for a remaster. It's not too big. It's just over, I think it's 26, 24 miles, something like that. Obviously, it's not the most route intensive on your various platforms. So it's not very performance hungry, let's say. So yeah, a mixture of definitely some different services and obviously a clean up on the scenery would be appreciated, as well as adding a new, the Train Sim World time of day system, aka nice looking fluffy clouds and the new lighting and all that kind of stuff. And snow and fog and whatever effects they've added over the years. There you go, but Ben in English, I see. Yes. VNG is Scandinavian and not easy. No, Scandinavian name pronunciations is not exactly my strongest. It's not exactly my best. Looks like, is that me or is that the bridge lowered itself? That must mean it works then. Good, I'm pleased. Because on the map it looks like the cement works is close to the river. So I imagine it will be some connection there with maybe transporting cement onto the boats for exportation, maybe to other parts of the UK or maybe Europe even. Don't know. We're nearly there, believe me. There's Tees Newport Bridge. It did used to animate back in the day. You could hear the sound effects of it, sirens going off and everything. And you see the bridge rising up and down, mimicking the fact that a boat was meant to come through. Yeah, but I think the cement sidings is near Middlesbrough. I've got a better idea instead of wasting time. I will very quickly hop into yeah, I'll hop into I don't know, what shall I hop into? Class 101 at Middlesbrough, and then I'll do it in the free cam there, and it will speed things up a little bit. So let me just check on the services for this one. Yes, it is indeed 17 services for the class for 31. Excuse me. Oh look, you can use the West Coast Main Line overshap variants of the class 101. Oh well, lovely. That's cool. Let's just use this one for now. Middlesbrough. There we go. Perfect. There we go, we'll use that one. We won't take it anywhere, I just want to go into free cam mainly just so I can see the cement works. No. They are different brake sounds, aren't they? Wow. I'll quickly just... Okay. That's the brightest light I have ever seen for a guard buzzer. My goodness. It's like a laser. I'll just do that, so that'll keep the game happy for a little bit. Now, where am I going? I'm going in this direction. Where am I going from? Darlington to... sorry, Middlesbrough from Darlington, so I'm going in the right direction, he says. Yeah, I am going in the right direction. I hope I am. Just keep an eye out for the bridge. I think the bridge is over there. So we shouldn't be too far from these cement works, he says. Ben, good stuff. Thank you, I appreciate it. Right. Dare I say it, the roads actually around this route actually don't look too bad. They look better than some of the newer Dovetail products. Yeah, here it is. I can see the tracks. So this is it here. These are the tracks that go into this cement plant. And yeah, I'm moving the cursor forward, the left stick forward, and it's blocked off. What a shame. So all that would have been for a cement trains in real life, and really should be in the game, but for some reason Dovetail decided to block it off. So yeah, shame. Such a shame. Ben, you might have told us Spurs is in Tottenham. Yes, that is correct. I'm indeed a fan of a passionate fan of Tottenham Hotspur. That's correct. I've been since I was 5 years old, something like that. I'm not looking forward to Wednesday. Not looking forward to the Europa League final. I'm terrified for that. I want to win, but knowing Spurs' record when it comes to finals and semi-finals and winning things of the last 15, 16, 17 years, it's not been great. But hopefully the drought will end with a trophy. Okay, let's do the return journey from Saltburn to Darlington with this loco hauled passenger service. So the Saltburn shunting duties would have been done for us. So we can now just focus on the passenger side of things. It's the 8:59 AM service. Okie doke. We'll unlock the doors for the passengers. Instrument lights to on. Engine room light, why not? Route indicator lights. AWS. Handbrake is indeed in a released position. Let me just check down here. Is there anything? No? Okay. Just thought there was some magical switches or something that I needed to press or something like that. What's this down here? Oh, it's the AWS acknowledgement. What are these? Oh, the horn. That's the horn down there. Doesn't sound any different with the window down, does it? Okay, let's lock the doors. I think we should just leave the brakes, circuit brake. Oh, where is the brake settings? Oh, switch. It's gone. Must be in the other cab. Never mind. I was going to say though, I'm not sure whether we should have it in vacuum or air brake for passenger, but I presume it's going to be just in the air brake settings. So these are the two 101s are dead, and you have to haul them, basically doing the passenger service with the 31, which is pretty cool. Look at the weathering on the exterior. Fantastic. I mean, this is made by Dovetail, for goodness sake, and it looks brilliant. And this is all the way back in 2000 and... what was it? 2018? Something like that? Crazy. It's aged really, really well. So the first station stop is Marsk. It's just under 2 miles away. Hey Sophie, hope you're well. Yes, I do. I don't have biscuits, but I have some little, like, mini chocolate in a packet I will open in a second. Just doing some varied duties of the with the Class 31. Did a cement service, now doing a passenger service. And the lovely sunny skies. I think I will have a sip of tea now, I think. And when we get to the first station stop, I'll open my little packet of chocolates. Ben, nice, you beat Man U. Yes, we did. We've beaten them 3 times this season, which I think is a record, and it would, you know, if Spurs are to win the European Cup, we'd have to beat them a 4th time. Oh my goodness. See, I mean, back at Saltburn you could see the sea, but we can't now. Never mind. Indeed, Ben, it would be a very good end to a pretty awful season. Probably the worst season I've experienced in, well, ever. Indeed, Sophie, I agree. I think the 31 is an awesome locomotive. Really good value for money. I think it's 11.99. I think at the moment in the United Kingdom. On the PlayStation, it's a bit cheaper at 11.59. But yeah, if this goes on the discount, 100% get it. It's a very good locomotive add-on. I don't know why I'm using the locomotive brake. It's arguably just as good with the locomotive brake for some reason. It's very, very good with it actually. Right, let's just go a little bit further. Obviously on a 1% downhill grade. Passenger there was very, very close to the edge of the platform there. Okay, so passengers are disembarking, and looks like we're going to have, I imagine, a few boarding the train. This is Marsk, in the middle of nowhere. Well, it's next to the town of Marsk. That's a new sound. I've never heard that before from the 31. Wow, I don't know if Dovetail or Armstrong Powers have put out a new sound package for the Class 31 over the years, but sounds a little bit different. But yeah, just the weathering, and even though it's even got danger overhead. Whoop. Overhead live wires, that's a nice touch. So it's even more appropriate for the likes of the West Coast Main Line, Preston to Carlisle route. Meant to open that packet of biscuits, wasn't I? Or chocolates. Never mind. The next station stop is Redcar East. It's just under 2 miles away. Ben, oh no, not a Liverpool supporter. Sorry, Ben, but I despise Liverpool in every way. Sorry. I have just as much... how can I say this in a nice way? I dislike Liverpool as much as Spurs' fierce rivals Arsenal, mainly due to personal circumstances, aka associated with the family many years ago. It works brilliantly with the locomotive brakes. I don't know why, but it works like a dream. It would be nice if we could have some more routes in the northeast of England. I mean, we've had a few, we've had one in the Midlands, we've had a couple in like northish area of England, like Northern Transpennine, Spirit of Steam, obviously the Blackpool branches route and the West Coast Main Line going the northwest of England. It would be nice to have some routes in the northeast of England, like Newcastle, Sunderland, and Middlesbrough, Teesside, that kind of area. It's heavily underrepresented, I feel, because they're pretty big cities, they're pretty big places. Boy, it stops on the dime with those train brakes. Hey, very good. Ooh. Buzzy bee and a gull I can hear. We're in someone's garden. Oh dear. So this is the station of Redcar East. The British Rail sign down there. Yes, it is. There it is. I have to play a game now called Spot the Red British Rail sign. Right, I will tuck into those lovely little sweets of mine. Or biscuits, I should say. Tees Valley is an awesome route. I think it's a good little route. A lot of varied things you can do on it. Shunting, obviously the freight. It's a very freight intensive route. So you could do things with coal. Unload coal, load coal at the Redcar Ore Terminal. You could haul coal empty or loaded up and down the line. Passenger as well. You could do some varied duties, as you've seen, with the 31 and also the can't even open this sodding bag. And what's the other type of service you could do with the 101? Go from Middlesbrough to Darlington as well. And obviously, since it's set in 1989, where the steel production was starting to come down, and coal as well for that matter, it's set, when was the route set? In 1989, and you can haul, I should say, steel coils or beams up and down the line as well. Forgive me, I'm just having a bite of these a second. Meant to have them ages ago. Lovely. Oh, camera decided to go walkabout. The next stop is Redcar Central, a station that is just under 1 mile away. Doesn't matter if we're late, as long as we finish the service, that's all that matters to me. Sophia boy was one of the days when coal was king back in the 90s indeed. Ben visited London 16th May 2023. Wembley. Champions League match, Tottenham versus Barcelona. I don't remember them playing in 2023. They did play in Wembley against Barcelona in the Champions League. But that was a lot longer than 2023. I think it was back in 2018. So certainly not 2023. Would be nice if we could play against Barcelona again in the Champions League. But for that we'd have to win the Europa League if we're to gain qualification to the Champions League. Oh, it's pretty much perfect. Chuffed to bits with that stop. Very good. So, welcome to Redcar Central. Ooh, we're on top of a bridge. or part of a bridge. Redcar Central. I do like this station because obviously for these platforms here are undercover. It's like an old shed, I think a railway shed or something. I don't know, to be honest with you. There's the British Rail Tees Valley Line map there, and there's the stations. So there's a fair few. Not like 5 or 6. It's into the double figures, so that's a positive. And there's the car park. Oh yeah, where's the British Rail sign? Here's the British Rail sign here. No, doesn't look like it is it? You can see the destination displays are working. So those are all the services going from Bishop Auckland and Saltburn. Let me just check. No, it's not here. No British Rail sign over here, unless it's on the other side of the road in this car park, which I don't think it is. No, it's not. Oh well, never mind. The next station stop is Redcar British Steel, a station that no longer exists today. I think back in 2017-18 it was, I think, what was it, the least used station in the United Kingdom for a time. Before then it got demolished, and I imagine now is the area around Redcar has been turned into, I don't know, houses or I don't know, the commercial spaces or something like that. I don't know. Either way, the station is just over 1.5 miles away. Ben, very good effort. Spurs have ended in defeat. Yeah, it was a good effort. I mean, Messi was on top of his game, I think, that night when he played Spurs. I think he scored a couple of goals, if I'm not mistaken. Those were the good old days. Spurs were the force to be reckoned with. I mean, they still are on the European front. That's why we're in a final. But yeah, we haven't been doing very well on the domestic side. See the smoking chimneys in the distance. We're getting ever closer to the heart of the main industry around here, which is steel and coal. As we're now on the final approach to Redcar British Steel. Ben, sorry, of course. No, it's okay, no problems. Not a problem. I'm surprised I was able to remember it myself. I think if Spurs were to win, or Tottenham were to win the Europa League, it will be Tottenham's 4th European success, and it will be their first win of this particular. We are going way too fast. Oh dear, I think I may have missed the station completely. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, I failed. Oh dear. Never mind, we'll have to keep going. Oops. May have missed the station. Oopsie daisy. My fault, I'm too busy talking. Oh well. Never mind. Yeah, Redcar British Steel is pretty much set in the middle of nowhere. And really, these were the little roads which would take you into the main facilities. We would begin your day's work. There's people just randomly appearing out of nowhere. Well, at least Redcar British Steel has the famous British Rail sign. Never mind. The next station is Southbank. It's 3 miles away. Ben, one of your sons is a Spurs fan. Oh, I see. Fair enough. Sophie reminds me of sheds on the Bakerloo line. It's an interesting comparison. Sophie, has banana crop been in today? Not as far as I'm aware. I'm sure he's busy doing, I don't know, stuff. 2 miles to go. I've got 12 people watching the stream. I do appreciate the people currently watching. Thank you very much. I'm obviously doing something right for a change. It comes down to the streaming side of things. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the stream so far and you like what you've seen or heard, then yeah, feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. I stream on Mondays only. Station we've just missed. What station was that? Grangetown. I don't think any train stops at Grangetown. Right, I'm going to start braking early this time, so I can get a bit of a head start. We are just about on time, which is good. Perfect. Oh no, one of my biscuits has been crushed. Oh no. That's a shame. No, chocolates I should say. I don't know why I keep saying biscuits. They're like little round chocolates with smiley faces on them. I think they're like McVitie's branded or something. There we go. Here we are at Southbank. Managed to stop in the correct position this time. Obviously it's set right in the heart of the steel and coal industry factories here. Look at that, there's a British Rail sign all the way over there. I like the foliage around here. It's pretty good, considering this isn't the very first train sim world. You've got bits of broken, you've got pipes here, and I do like it. It's not, you know, it's not brilliant, but it's okay. It's not completely just flat 2D grass textures. Don't even get me started on that. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's okay. It's like I said earlier, if this route was to get a remaster, it would completely reinvigorate this route, give it a new lease of life. Definitely it can be pushed on the amount of freight, services and you know, locations you could go to and out, because there's some areas of the map which you just don't have any services to do. Like this area here is completely inaccessible. This bit here is completely inaccessible. These are steel yards. Yeah, some of these areas here again are just completely inaccessible. This is the steel Lackenbury Steel Works that you can access and just, you know, just bring trains in and out of the steel works. No shunting, no. There's the cement works there, which is inaccessible for some stupid reason. Here's T's Yard, which you know, you think could accommodate a hell of a lot more trains, but then again it comes down to you know, frame rate and performance. And yeah, just little pockets of sidings and yards that is inaccessible. But I suppose you've got to balance it out, haven't you? And Sophie and Fleurs have been stopped. Well, we're part of the furniture. You're part of the family. Little community. The next station stop is Middlesbrough. It's just over 1.5 miles away. Yeah, it is good sound, isn't it, when the wheels pound the tracks. You'd think to a degree this would be a Just Trains kind of product, but it's not. It's from Dovetail with a bit of help from Armstrong Powerhouse when it comes to the sound side of things. I think this was the last Loco add-on DLC, I think, before the pandemic, so I imagine they probably had a bit more time to refine it. Actually, no, it couldn't have been, could it, if it was launched in 2018, 19, something like that. I think it was 2019. There's a 37 doing some coal duties. Sophie, highlight the week, your awesome streams. Oh, thank you very much. Very kind of you to say. I appreciate that. Thank you. It means a lot. Obviously I used to do Sundays and Mondays, but I can only do Mondays now. We're on the final approach to Middlesbrough. We're on platform 1A to be precise. Here we are, Middlesbrough. Obviously the Riverside Stadium would be built either right behind the station, and obviously that wasn't open until I think the 1990s. So I think the stadium would have been, oh god, I think the stadium would have been over there somewhere. Look at these buildings here, they don't look too bad. That's part of the station complex. It's pretty cool. Obviously you've got a set of tracks here where the other trains can fly past the station. Just trying to find an entrance / exit for the main station. Can't seem to find it at the moment. Here we go, here's some road. Here's a little road. Ooh, the wall's pretty good. Never thought of that before. A little bit pixelated, but interesting touch. But yeah, Middlesbrough's a little bit more busier, coupled with 31s chugging in and out with the occasional passenger service and services that specifically serve Middlesbrough, either starting services at Middlesbrough or go from Darlington to Middlesbrough. The next station is Thornaby. It's 3 miles away. Ooh, lovely flowers. I'm an idiot. I should have set the destination board at the rear of the train and the tail lights. Oh, damn it. I completely forgot about that. Arguably it should have been set for me. But, there we go. Never mind. So for the Class 153 needs a remaster. My god, already. Jesus. To fix the bloody useless broken guard mode. Oh dear. I actually tried the guard mode. I tried it yesterday for the first time. I was not impressed. Mainly because it's broken. Well, it works, but the problem is there's no passengers in the trains at the moment, or not on the route I specifically chose to do like a little guard mode thing. So there wasn't any tickets to inspect. So it kind of defeated the whole purpose, really, of being a guard. You know, because the purpose is not only to open the doors and close the doors and time it right and so on and so forth. You know, you've got to check the luggage if it's strewn around in the gangways. Passengers, inspecting tickets, seeing if their ticket is right or not. So yeah, but the lack of passengers definitely limits this rather pointless mode that Dovetail added. Really, I personally think it was a waste of time of them adding it. It's cool to have it as a scenario. I think it should have stayed like that, really. Just use it as a gimmick in scenarios, because it just does not work in the timetables. Some routes are busy with trains, but when I'm on a class 3 50 service going from Milton Keynes to London at 10 to 8 in the morning, you would think it'd be a little bit more busier. But it's not. It's completely empty. Whether that's a core game issue or not, I do not know. Annoyingly, it'll probably be Dovetail will try and fix it, but of course you have to end up buying a bleating new Train Sim World game. Just so you could, well, experience the fixes that Dovetail have implemented. It's not a very good look, as it was one of the shiny new modes for Train Sim World 5. Not good. It doesn't also help the fact that the Frankfurt S-Bahn that's coming out is at full price for consoles, which I think it should be at least 40% discount. But that's my view. It's a good looking route. I watched the stream. It wasn't too bad. But you know, when you have the timetable nearly halved for the consoles because of Dovetail's inability to fix the memory optimization issues, which are now starting to cause problems for the current gen consoles, and by the way, we have to stick with these, you know, consoles for the next 2 years at least, until PlayStation and Xbox refresh their lineup and introduce the, what do you call it, PlayStation 6 and Xbox, whatever they're going to call it. So Dovetail have got to sort the problem, especially if the console market is you know, their main area of revenue. They got to fix it, because I've seen a few comments on their live stream and the previous stream, I should say, for Frankfurt S-Bahn, as well as on, you know, the Dovetail forums and other social media forums. Yeah, a few people ain't buying it, who are, you know, focused on the or who have a console, I should say, not focused. Apologies there, don't know why I said that. Love the brake squeal. Oh, I've opened the wrong doors. And the passengers are dropped to their deaths. Oh yeah, I need to get out, don't I, and get into the rear cab of a 101. I didn't even turn even the passenger lights aren't on, so yeah, I mean, in real life, obviously, you would have to, you know, go to the rear cab and set the tail lights up and everything, but in the game, it would be nice if it's a bit automated and set up for you. Oop, set the parking brake on. Right. Oh, that was off. Okay, fair enough. Use this cursor. Nice to see Dovetail brought the cursor back. There we go, the train lights are on. We want the left one to be red and the right one to be red. And this is going to Darlington. Please say that's right. Ooh, a little bit up and almost disappearing. That'll do. It's good enough for me. Yeah, I'll take that. Again, you could see the markings there of the locomotive just fading away. 31. Weight tons 107. Brake force tonnage 48. Maximum speed, I think that says 90 miles per hour. It's really cool that it's been weathered heavily. You know, I love the little grubby feel to it. Climb up the steps. Thank you very much. The next station is Eagles Cliff. It's just under 3 miles away. Bronco in VA, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream, unless you've been watching the stream for the past, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes or an hour, or however long the stream has been on for. The less route I can understand, but the same price is criminal. Well, but the route hasn't changed, funny enough. The route is exactly the same. The only contention is the timetable is, well, nearly halved. It comes down to, it's not the timetable that comes with the included, you know, bits and pieces, you know, the locomotives and the multiple units with the route. It's the services that are implemented from other rolling stock from, you know, German routes of the past. That's the problem. So you can't really have any of the other German locos and multiple units that sub into the timetable. It would have been cool if DAFTA would have at least added all of the intercity express services and intercity services. That would have softened the blow for me. I would have just about accepted it, because we need that bit of traffic, because, you know, they went to the point of building, you know, the underground platforms, not underground platforms, what is it, the platforms at where is it Frankfurt Flughafen, something like that, the airport station. They went to the trouble of building that, whereas when the route was originally announced or revealed in like a roadmap, I think, it didn't have the airport section or even any intercity express style services implemented at all. So they went to the trouble of actually implementing intercity express services in the route by building or constructing the Frankfurt airport station, which wasn't there before. So the fact that now you can't run any intercity express services means they've gone to the trouble of building all that, you know, assets, which really would have made the route look brilliant, but now it's pretty much useless because you can't use the intercity express services. Although I say that, I think you can use just one type of intercity express train, which is the 411 ICET, I believe, but I'm not too sure on that one. Whereas if you have the PC, you're able to access the Intercity Express 1 services, Intercity Express 3 services with the the DBBR 406, or is it 403 ICE3 multiple unit, and the DBBR 401 ICE1. They're both those multiple units are from Schnellfahrstrecke Kassel to Würzburg. And for the intercity services, you would obviously need the DBBR 101, be it I imagine the original version or the expert detailed version. But yeah, you can't use either of those now. Never mind. I was quite interested to see where the 143 and the Doppelstockwagen coaches fit in, because I looked on Dovetail's website, and both the pages on the Frankfurt S-Bahn don't go into too much detail as to what type of journeys the locomotive and the cab car do in particular, which is interesting. I imagine they do some regional Bahn or regional express services, but they didn't dive too much into that side of things. So if they do passenger services on the section that the Intercity Express services would be running around, then make it at least feel a little bit more lively, but it doesn't help, that's for sure. Because I think the total amount of services with all the layered in stuff on the PC, I think it's just over 1,000 services, with probably a few thousand more of AI. Whereas with the consoles, I think it's just over 600. So yeah, it's not good. I mean, hopefully Dovetail will figure out a way to sub in at least some aspects of the let's say PC timetable onto the consoles, because the most annoying thing of all is that this product is specifically aimed at the PlayStation 5, the PC, the Xbox Series S and X. It's not aimed at all towards the old gen, we can now call them old gen because they are old gen, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. This route is not releasing on those platforms at all. It's just the current gen consoles. So that's what's more annoying, that the timetable isn't, let's say, complete for the console. So yeah, and the fact it's still at full price, it doesn't help. That's, that just, what's the old saying? Too much straw breaks the camel's back, or something like that. Too much stuff on the camel and it ends up with a broken back. So yeah, that pretty much is the final straw. That's the best way of putting it for a lot of people that want to play Frankfurt S-Bahn on the consoles, but obviously you choose to not purchase that route. I mean, I won't be purchasing it, nowhere near at full price if it comes to a timetable that's only 60% complete. So there you go. Anyway, we stopped at Eagles Cliff, and now the next station stop is Allens West. It's just over half a mile away. Oh, you've just joined Bronco, I see, fair enough. Bronco less trains to utilise compared to the PC, yeah. I mean, the age-old thing that still rumbles around Train Sim World is that should the PC players be held back because of the consoles? Absolutely not. I don't think so. I think, the Train Sim World should be fully utilised on the PC, but in an era where Dovetail, is focusing more on the consoles, to generate more revenue, I think they better tread carefully with what they do with the console side of things, because if they start losing money on the console side of things, then, Dovetail games will probably go kaput, probably. So, yeah, not good. It would have been nice if, I mean, on the face of it, just over 600 services isn't really that bad when you think about it. I think it's more than the Saltburn, which it connects up to, really, albeit, it's a separate DLC. So in theory, you could do like a mega journey, go from, Grand Schnell, Faststrecke, Kassel to Würzburg, go from Würzburg to Kassel, Kassel to Fluder, then hop on the Saltburn, go from Fluder to Frankfurt, and then hop on the Frankfurt S-Bahn and go from Frankfurt to Wiesbaden. I mean, when I do eventually get the Frankfurt S-Bahn, I mean, I'm certainly not picking it up at full price. Oh, hell no. When I do eventually have that route in my collection, I will do like another mega stream and yeah, do that journey like I've just said. We're only a couple of minutes late. It's not too bad, to be fair. This is Allen's West, in the middle of nowhere, really. There's some warehouses and I think a town over there somewhere. Well, wildlife around. Yeah, the gates, they seem to be working. I think they're manual. I think the level crossing gates do work, but obviously there's no cars around, so there's a British Rail sign there. That's good. The next station stop is Teesside Airport, a station which is very rarely used. There's very low passenger numbers even to this day. Either way, Teesside Airport is 2.5 miles away. The next stream, might as well remind the people when the next stream is. The next stream will be on the 26th of May 2025, and we will still be on Tees Valley. We'll be taking a look at the other loco add-on, the BR Class 20 diesel electric locomotive. So hopefully you can join me for that. We can have some fun hauling limestone and doing some other things. Probably do some limestone and a steel service or something like that. Bronco, been trying to learn the 87, the neutral sections. Yeah, I remember when I played it first time, I got a little bit confused when I hit a neutral section in the 87. I couldn't figure out how to restart it, because the problem is there's no tutorial as to how you recover from the locomotive going dead in the neutral section, how to power it back up again when you've, you know, passed through the neutral section. There's some sheep on the left hand side. You can even just vaguely hear them. As Sophie shows what a taking. Well, the cargo line packs are not specifically Dovetail, they're Skyhook. That's a different kettle of fish. So I can't blame Dovetail on that. That's Skyhook's neck of the woods. Okay, approaching Teesside Airport. put it in emergency there by an accident. That'll do, I think. The entire train should fit on the platform. Oh, just about, yeah. So that's the airport. A little bit barren and bare, but I don't know, maybe it was meant to look like that in 1989. You could just make out some planes on the tarmac there. I think there's meant to be like a little animated, yeah, there's a plane in the distance there. It would come in and, oh, there he goes. Pretending to land at the airport. I like the buses here as well, the buses are quite cool. There's the British Rail sign there. Oh look, someone's decided to steer into the wilderness for some reason. The next station stop is Dinsdale. It's just over 1.5 miles away. Bronco, I've heard the consoles really 80%. Goodness me. And I presume that the other 20% is PC players. Wow. Blimey. Bronco brought own a Middlesbrough. I've only done 111 runs on it. I see. I haven't got Middlesbrough yet. I'm holding on for a discount, which I think I'm not going to get anytime soon, because yeah, TSG's products are very, yeah, they receive very few discounts, unfortunately. So I may up having to end up, unfortunately, paying the full price of it. I mean, it's an excellent brew, it looks fantastic, and I'm sure it will be even better when I play it, but I'm trying to hold out to see if I can get it for a little bit cheaper. I mean, even under, I would happily pay, you know, £30 for it, but not at the moment. Especially, you know, there's other routes that are a little bit overpriced at the moment. And products that are a bit overpriced, but none I'm thinking of purchasing. I've nearly got all of them, apart from that Bernina line, which I don't want to get. I'm not interested in that. Can't remember what bits and pieces I'm missing. The Metrolink F59 PHR locomotive, I do want to get that actually. Looks quite interesting. I shouldn't really be using the locomotive brake, but there we are. It helps me. Sorry. Okay, passengers and disembarking. We've got a few on board still. Walking up the very long ramp to the road. Ooh, even the wheels on those buses are animated. Oh, cool. You can see the tyres moving too. Oh yeah, Dinsdale. waiting. See if any passengers are going to board the train. There are some passengers coming down. A fair few, might let them board. Oh, they're not going to board the train, or we're just going to stand at the platform, are we? We're going to the rear carriage, or we're just going to stand now on the platform? Nope, they're not getting on the train. Fair enough. Don't blame them, I'm a terrible driver. The next and the final stop is Darlington, just over 3 miles away. Bronco, from what I was told, utilised the pantograph with the button and been hit. Haven't been hitting that again. The pantograph reset. That must be. You must be talking about the West Coast Main Line over Shepherd, the 87. Yeah, I think there's a pantograph reset button on the dashboard, isn't there? That will help you to recover from neutral sections. I am too, Bronco. I'm keen to see what this military pack will offer us. It's the first of its kind in Train Sim World. We have some military-esque equipment and wagons, so that is one. Even though I despise having, 6 to 7 million versions of the Class 66 locomotive, this particular, what's it called, freight volume packs that Skyhook have been pumping out. This one I am actually quite interested in. So, we'll see what it's like when a previous stream comes along. So fuel Train Sim World DLC should be 90% off. Wouldn't it be lovely? But that's never going to happen. Well, unless it's on discounts, of course, and sales. Broncos. All I've done is snow runs on. I bet the snow runs were very, very fun and challenging as well. You couldn't even, could you imagine like operating those trains on those mountain, on those tough mountain grades? Here's a mountain pass, I think, isn't it, or something like that? Yeah. Be even more difficult in wintry, snowy conditions. I imagine the rain as well. But the crocodile locomotive, the OBB 1020, that's going to be I think that's a interesting locomotive to have in the game. Certainly oddball, looks different. I imagine quite tricky to operate, but once you get the hang of it, I'm sure it'll be okay. Trains, slow down a little bit more. Ah. There we go. I think we've got clearance into platform 4 at Darlington. I think that's the platform we're coming in on. Is indeed platform 4. Making sure the indicator on the signal there was correct. Ben, good night, Ben. Take care of yourself. Right near the end anyway of this stream. I'll just come into Darlington, unload the passengers, and then I think I'll call it a day. I've quite enjoyed it. I hope you have too. Always nice to get the 31 out and take it for a spin. I was tempted to take it on another route and give it a go, but considering I've never driven a 31 on any other route other than this route and the West Somerset Railway, and I fear that I may make a fair few mistakes and you know, run into red signals, and that's not fun. And embarrassing. So I thought I'd go with the safer option and choose Tees Valley. But rest assured, when the Class 86-2 comes along, I will be picking that up as soon as possible, because I am very keen to get my hands on that. I'm not like a big fan of the 86 or anything like that. I just really like it because it's from Just Trains, really. Plus there's coaches as well, they look pretty good. Okay, end of the line. Journey's end. Someone's put the washing out here, back of terraced houses. Yeah, 31. Still going strong in Train Sim World after all these years. I think it's 5-6 years old. I don't know how old it is actually, but yeah. It's going strong. It's doing very well. It's aged remarkably well. And there we are. That concludes the journey. Took me just under an hour and 9 minutes. We stopped at Marsk, Redcar East, Redcar Central. We were going to stop at Redcar British Steel, but I missed it. Southbank, Middlesbrough, Thornaby, Eagles Cliff, Allens West, Teesside Airport, Dinsdale, and we arrived exactly on time at the final destination, Darlington. So there we go. I think that'll do. Broncos or documentary of the United States. Oh, is there a documentary on it, is there? Oh. I'll have to might check that out actually. But yeah, there we are. That concludes this stream on the one of the loco add-ons for Tees Valley Line, the British Rail Class 31. If you'd enjoyed this stream, then of course feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, I'd appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will take place next Monday. Is it the 25th of May? No, the 26th of May, sorry. And we will still be on the Tees Valley Line, and we'll be taking a look at the second loco add-on for this route, the British Rail Class 20 diesel electric locomotive. So, once again, thank you for watching.